How to plan travel abroad. A vacation is a moment that you want to relax and go to somewhere fun, right? However, it can get too complicated if you don't make a plan before the trip. In this video, there will be some tips about how to plan a travel abroad. Step 1. Check the visa requirements. Depending on the country that you are planning to travel abroad, it's necessary to have a visa to be able to cross the borders. In the most of the cases, it's possible to check online by accessing the official consulate website from that country that you are looking for. But the most important thing is to have all documents before the trip. If you have a connection flight, it's important to check if a visa is required only to stay in the airport, because some countries ask you to have a visa even if you don't leave the airport. So this is called transit visa. Or you also can have a tourist visa if you are looking for visit this country later. Step 2. Search for the best flight deal. Tracking a flight is a good option if you have time to plan the trip. A simple way to do that is through Google Flights. So, it's possible to personalize your flight choosing destinations, connections, dates, and more. If you are traveling by bus or train, you can get discounts if you buy the tickets earlier. Step 3. Search about the life costs of the country. If you want to save money during the trip, you should search about your destinations before the trip. Information about attractions, transportation, and accommodations can give you a good perspective about what is waiting for you. If you are looking for cheap places, a hostel could be a great option. Use the filters options in websites like Airbnb and Booking.com, and you can get what exactly you want to your travel. If you book tickets for attractions, it might be cheaper if you book earlier too. So, have in mind that if you plan your trip maybe 2 or 3 months earlier, you can get a good deal. Step 4. Pack the necessary. How long will you travel abroad? Short trips don't require a lot of stuff. Traveling with a low-cost company usually requires an extra fee to have a baggage. You don't need heavy boots to stay in an island in the summer, right? Be simple. Step 5. Transport. The best way to save money is choosing for public transportation. A good advice to follow is checking if there is a card system and how it works. For example, if you go to Vancouver, Canada, you can make the Compass card and you can use for the public transportation around Vancouver City. So you can save money and you don't need to get a taxi to leave the airport. You can choose what fare is best for you, and you can use the public transportation to arrive in your accommodation without spending a lot of cash. Best tips. A good tip is to download the map of the cities that you visit before the trip on Google Maps. It will allow you to check the map offline. So if you don't have Wi-Fi in somewhere, or you can use the Google Maps in your cell phone offline. Look for free Wi-Fi. The most of the big cities have free Wi-Fi in the airports, stations and shopping mall. It can be really useful if you need important information to go to your place. Get a public transportation card if there is one. You might save a lot of money with transportation using the public one. If you make a short travel, try to use only your carry-on baggage or a backpack, because it can make you save a lot of money. To plan travel abroad, you can write a document with the average costs to see if your budget is good. It's a good advice to make a plan and see how much you need for this trip. Read the accommodation reviews to get a great place. It's a good option to see if that accommodation is good for you, to avoid bad experiences. Check if the health insurance is optional. Some countries only allow you to visit if you have the insurance, so make sure. Some companies don't allow you to choose seats for free before the check-in if you book basic fares. As soon as your online check-in is available, choose your seat. The most of people don't do it, so you have a great chance to get a good place. However, if you are not allowed to choose it, you should try to ask to change your seat at the airport. You may get the place that you want to be in the flight. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.